Hi, Hussein is back today, and I'm going to show you today the correlation between the uh, uh, Oracle ADF view objects and HR schema. So where to look for the entity objects, view objects, and the relationships. As you know, the relationship between entity objects is called associations, and entity and the relationship between the view objects of ADF are called as view links. So let us go ahead and see their correlation. Alright, I will show you the HR schema. Here is the HR schema, as this is a part of a session, part 2 of the session. So whereas in the JDeveloper we can correlate as well. So this is important to note in the HR schema. We can the departments and employees is many to many, and cardinality is many to many. So we can look in the relationship is here in the departments table is department manager foreign key, and it is pointing to the manager ID. So this manager ID can be found in here, the manager ID of employees, and then department location is dependent, is a foreign key to the location table on the location ID. So in the employees table, if you look, it can look back into the departments table via department ID, which is a foreign key here. So we can look in the foreign key here, that is employee department foreign key, and it is department ID, department underscore ID, that is looking into here, that is primary key in the departments table. And employee manager foreign key is a relationship to itself, so within employees table to itself. So an employee can have a manager, so because manager is an employee, so he will be existing in the same table, so it is pointing to itself. This is the relationship it shows here, so it is pointing to itself. So all right, and we can show these view links, the same relationships in the view links and associations in the JDeveloper. So let's open it, JDeveloper. Here you go. Let's see first associations among entity objects. So here are the one, so we can correlate here. So department manager foreign key is here, the association, right? And the employee department foreign key is here, employee department foreign key. So and the employee manager foreign key association, it's relationship to the employee relationship is to itself. All right, so let's look at the department's entity object, and let's see. So this is the entity object. We can see the attributes here, and these are the table column names of the departments, but here the Java based attribute names are there. Notice it is without underscores, and here these column names are with underscores. So and so on. We will show, I will show you the view as well. So the view has associations in the view in terms of view links. So okay, so I will show you on the we have, all right, here we have show overview. So we see the overview here, and here we have business components. So we can look at the departments, entity objects and employees, and here we see departments view, employees view, and we can see the relationship in there, as well as we can see jobs view as well. So go back. overview. So here we can see the foreign key associations, the same one which are shown here, and I'll view links here, all 3 view links. So we have 3 foreign key associations and corresponding 3 view links. In the overview of the business components, here we have departments view and employees view, right? So which we have created earlier. So we can look at the departments view. So double click it and you can see if it is dependent on the entity objects. Yes, it is dependent on entity objects called departments. So it is an updatable view object. And let's go back to the overview and see here jobs view. Let's see the entity objects of job view. There is nothing here on the right side, so it is a read-only view object, so it is not an updatable view object. So but read-only means, so it is based on the query. So we can see the query, it is just a simple query, select jobs from all jobs, and go back here, and if you go back to the departments, you can see the query. So query is in all the view objects, but entity objects are optional. So if the entity object is there, it is a updatable view object. If it is not there, then it is read-only view object. We'll look at the business component diagram in detail a little bit. Here is the business component diagram, and we opened application module, so it shows the views only, as you notice. So it doesn't show up entity objects, so all it shows is view objects. So whether view objects are read-only or updatable, so it shows up here. And we can, because employees has employee to employee relationship, it can show, employee can look into employee, and employee can look into department as well, and departments can look into employees. So this is the relationship. It will show the business component diagram, so it is friendly with business analysts. It is important to note for a given application, the best practice is to have one application module. So as the name suggests, application and application module, so it should be one-to-one as a best practice, but then it is not necessary. One application can have many application modules, more than one. So also remember, Oracle ADF business components depends on the physical constraints or physical relationships in the database. So it is very important. If there is no relationship, physical relationship or constraint in the database, it cannot make this kind of relationships, because it is based on physical relationships at the database level. Let's take a closer look at the application module. Run it. And here we have application module browser. So it's called Oracle Business Component Browser. So here we can see departments view, and it is these views, two views, departments view 1 and employees view 1, are linked by the employee department foreign key. So employees can look into departments via employee department foreign key. So let us look at the diagram here. So employees can look into the departments via department ID, but it is a employee department foreign key. So here you look here, employee department foreign key. So that is where it shows employees can look into departments view using employee department foreign key. So and here if you see departments can look into employees, given a department ID to find out number of employees or listing the employees for a department, it is linked with the department manager foreign key. So here it is department manager foreign key on the manager ID. So that is here. And here the second one is employees can look into employees using employee manager foreign key link. So employees can look into employees using employee manager foreign key relationship, that is on the manager ID, which is here in the same table here of employees. Let us run the employees view, employees and departments relationship. So let's run employees view. For employees, we can see to which department an employee is related. So he is related to Jennifer Wallen is related to department ID 10. So that's the way. Let me look into employee department foreign key. So here, because it links both the tables, so now given we can browse based on department here, department 10 in only one employee is there. 11 we have 2 employees, and department 30th has about 6 employees. So and so on. This relationship helps us to navigate the data among the tables. So let's look at the department manager. So this employee belongs to this department, and departments can look into employees, right? So department ID 90 has employee ID 100. Let's go next employee. It seems employee 101 Nina Kocher doesn't belong to any department. Next, yeah, here Alexander Honold, he belongs to the department ID 60. And he has manager 102. So and so on. All right. Departments view, only departments view is there here. So there is department ID 90 because we have selected department ID 90. That's why it is showing as 90 here. So so it is very friendly, this application module. I mean, in the sense like Oracle component browser. So this shows up relationship. When you make these relationships at the table and you want to test them quickly after data is inserted, so you can just browse it here to view them as quickly as possible soon after creating the tables and the data is inserted. Jobs view it's a read-only object, so as we know, it doesn't depend on entity object, so it just shows up it just read only, so we cannot even edit it, we can just read only. See, it's all disabled here. Alright, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel below. Thanks, and see you next time with in the next session. Thanks.